Now it's getting really hard to deny that Kendrick Lamar isn't hip-hop's Marty McFly.
I came here in a time machine that you invented.
It's your boy, Queso Big Dipper.
I am back. What it do, baby?
And today, we are reacting to the unreleased Kendrick Lamar last real alive. Now, Kendrick is almost the only rapper to, on multiple occasions, respond to somebody before the nigga even said it. Come on now, man. This guy is different. Give me the Heart Part 4. Give me Rich Spirit, where he's about to, don't make me turn it into a pack. Give me Unreleased. Game spoke about wanting to sign Kendrick, and I'm hearing from everybody that Kendrick has responded in the past to the future. Now, that is the intro on everything going on. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get to work.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. He's just nice, he just sliced like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I've been through. We the last real niggas alive, that's official.
Let me tell you when it all started. Game dropped documentary and made plenty enemies. It was a classic album. But prior to that, Gorilla Black debuted it and put the city on wax. A lot of Biggie comparisons.
I grew up in them early 2000s. I don't know if y'all know this, my older brother, Screwface, his high school years, his favorite artist documentary came out was The Game. So I grew up on a lot of The Game, G-Unit, Wu-Tang, and it felt like when Game came, when 50 Cent came around, for those of you who weren't there, nigga, we all knew we were experiencing something we never seen before, and we knew it was something we might never see again, right? And when the Game came, it felt like we were literally getting another one of those from the same people. He had the hits, he had the street cosign, which was very important. He had a coast, which was important at the time too. Without the internet, where everything sort of just watered down, nigga, yeah, we want West Coast guy here, we need an East Coast guy if you're a label, we need a South guy, we need someone up north, we need someone in the middle, okay. Game had all of those things. And Game is one of the biggest victims to not knowing when to shut the fuck up I've ever seen ever, bro. This guy is going to erase a legacy, and it's such a shame. As a hip-hop historian, it is such a shame when you see what The Game has done, when you see what Diddy has done, when you see what Kanye West has done, when you see what R. Kelly has done. It is such a shame, not necessarily because I feel bad for these niggas, but because when you are very impactful, it becomes hard to tell the story of history without you. So instead of us now, I have to add this big asterisk of when I'm telling my kids about, no, you got to understand when it all falls down, when Kanye, I'll be giving it all, when Kanye gave that, nigga, tears. I got to tell you, when I had dreams of in an R&B chick like Maya, till I seen her, I don't remember that verse. So I'm in the house having nasty dreams. Like, I heard that shit when I was like 6. Like, nigga, it was different. I even got to tell you, like, sometimes when you see DMX in his last 2-3 years of rap, or a lot of life, especially before he got re-sober, it's hard to tell you that at one time, this nigga was Drake. This nigga at his peak might have been more peak than Drake's peak. And I'm like, and as I get older, I go, does everybody ruin their history? Does everybody ruin their legacy? Because none of us know when to shut the fuck up.
We all was aware of them, but that wasn't my MO. I just thought it was a lot of Biggie comparisons. We all was aware of them, but that wasn't my MO. I just thought it was dope. Didn't understand why Game would say his name in that manner. Many years went by, still no legitimate answer. Anyway, I put out a mixtape into a grave. Hub City Threat, Minding Her the Year, DJ Dave and his brother Design put together the music, put it out to the people. The people said I was stupid with the flow. Went to the barbershop to show up my skills. Mike and Jaime and some other cat said I was real. Jaime was Game's barber. The other cat made a statement saying that Game was his partner, so I gave him my tape. Said he played for him, hoping that I get my big break, but never got a response. Anyway, this nigga named Pop Games came to my school with a camera. I freestyled on his DVD for a minute. Then after it hit the streets, I was known as K-Dot from Compton. Me and Hootie probably was the youngest out that was popping, but I didn't have a home yet. Hootie had lost a knee until I met Top Dog. Told Dave that he liked to meet me at the studio. Made me freestyle for an hour. Told me.
And it's like, and like also no cheesy shit, but just sit down sometimes in life and remember that there is a person who thought Michael Jordan wasn't good enough to be on a middle school basketball team, or it might have been his high school basketball team he got cut from. That there was people who are supposed to be music executives that heard Kendrick Lamar, that heard this shit. I mean, now at this point he's with Top Dog, but heard this kind of talent and passed on him. So maybe it's not that you're not talented. Maybe these niggas just don't got the right ear. Maybe it's not that you're not beautiful. Maybe niggas just don't know what they looking at yet. And you got to, because it has to be true. Someone has to be great in this motherfucker. Why can't it be niggas?
He come back tomorrow, but I came back in an hour. J-Rock was in the booth recording his first mixtape. Was skeptical homie at first because he knew where I stayed. But we got over that, heard the beat, wrote a rap. Did our first collaboration on it.
And this is such great storytelling. And when you hear that part of Kendrick Lamar's story, it becomes very interesting. It makes so much sense why later I was at the pop-out and you saw Kendrick Lamar unifying the West Coast on some gang politics shit, which is something I'll talk about when we get back to the game later. Moments like that when you see J-Rock and it normalizes it. It's the story that Martin Luther King told of the white kid couldn't understand why he couldn't play with this black kid because every day they grew up as friends together at this place in their neighborhood. And by the time their parents realized it, they already had been, 6-7 months friends. And I'm probably butchering the story, right? But you didn't see that. This white kid didn't see him as the enemy in the way that the world was painting him to believe it. In the same way, these gang members didn't see each other, or Kendrick don't be overtly saying he's a gang, but at least neighborhoods. In the West Coast, it's neighborhoods. But this side don't get along with this. And they were able to see J-Rock for J-Rock and Kendrick for Kendrick and not Compton and J-Rock. Where J-Rock from?
Nephew track, he got signed months later. Warner Brothers, we started on this album, he wrote his rhymes on paper. Before sidekicks became a modern day phone. The same time a buzz was generated from G Malone. He had a song called 200, White Lightning, the streets loved it. Said that Sony had gave him an unbelievable budget. Now that's a smart nigga. I'm trying to make my raps bigger than life, but not knowing how to market it right. Turned on the radio, only cat knew from the West Coast, cause playing was Bishop. And by then, this nigga buzz was tremendous. At the lab, me and Rock trying to perfect our craft. What the fuck? Next thing you know, we came across Lift Me Up. It was a hit when I heard it, but all we had was the instrumental and the hook. But when Rock
Is Lift Me Up a Kendrick song or a J-Rock song?
I jumped on it for certain, it was a smash. Gave it to Julio, but just to get his opinion. Next thing you know, the record was spinning. That was a good look. It set the coast on fire. Niggas in Garden Projects presents Watts Riot. Then these rappers start hating, calling up to the station, ask why they record ain't playing. What you niggas complaining about? Shit was funny to us though. Niggas hate to see a nigga from the bottom come up, yo. In the midst of the single popping and niggas trying to seek and destroy. I had a situation with Def Jam, premature. Shit went sour after Jay-Z left, but I didn't care. I was glad Jay-Z gave me respect. See, I was young, fast forward, Hot Dollar had the streets on lock.
God, Kendrick, and that nigga was signed to Def Jam in the Jay-Z era of Def Jam, which is the last era of Def Jam. That is the last era of Def Jam. It's the Jay-Z era. Let's be yeah, that is. Because even like by the time we get to like Young Jeezy, which is the next batch of executives, that is the last artist that Def Jam truly got off. And you're gonna act like Kanye West and Rihanna, but nigga, that's Rockefeller. Come on, bro. We know it's a fucking rock, bro. Come on.
As far as radio plays, obvious he got a lot. Beefing with Dash Dillinger, J-Rock spoke on it. Which in my opinion, I didn't think the shit was impotent, but that's a whole nother story. We hit the lab with
Wait, who was beefing with Dash?
As far as radio play me respect. See, I was young, fast forward, Hot Dollar had the streets on lock. As far as radio plays, obvious he got a lot. Beefing with Dash Dillinger, J-Rock spoke on it. Which in my opinion, I didn't think the shit was impotent, but that's a whole nother story. We hit the lab with Game and a few other names like Juice and Young Your Boy. Did the cypher freestyle and everybody's like, wow. These top dog niggas about to make noise. Shortly after the game took us on tour. I love them for that. But right after that, we didn't see them no more. G Malone came with a smash hit with Haycon. Mr.
Now, there's a lot of songs, but we are yet to hear anything of Game wanting to sign Kendrick. I'll shoot this well-known liar some bail as for the Game said, which does make sense. How the fuck would you know if I wanted to sign somebody? You don't. We are all looking at that as to say that you went as far as to like draw up a contract, but like I could say like I don't know, I want to smoke a joint right now. That doesn't necessarily mean I've done any actions in order to get myself towards smoking a joint, but I still have the desire to do it. Okay, I'll give you that. But but don't let Kendrick say something specific.
No more.
I'll break it down.
Came with a smash hit with Haycon. Mr. Fab battled Royce Nickel with Napalm. Then everybody started to scream out the New West and claim that West Coast legends don't want to see them at best. I think that's just an excuse because their music ain't tight. Tell them that Ab-Soul said it. They can quote him twice. The Crooked Eye came with Hip Hop Weekly, killing the internet, but he been a threat since Death Row. Then Rocket came about, and all I thought about was Ab-Soul.
This is I'm learning and remembering history of the West Coast. It's like I love every coast and I love all of the history, bro. I love Larry June, even though I don't like Larry June's music, but I love that he's a leaf from the tree, nigga. That is the West. Like, I can't play with it, Shoreline. I can't act like it's not. I love that. I love when I hear shit. I always never really liked Meg Thee Stallion because Meg Thee Stallion to me felt like taking the Houston sound and like the Kmart fucking Walmart version. Like that's not. I liked Mexican OT, that Mexican OT, and I liked Big X Plug. I did. They felt authentic and genuine to the culture.
211-2, it finally started to look like the West was making moves. Western Union had the whole block booming because of Snoop.
If y'all remember that time, it was Nipsey. It was Kendrick. It was, who's the guy who was on Taylor Gang? Currency. It was Ty Dolla $ign's real later in this run. Wiz Khalifa, even though he's not that, he was like, he was coming in, because this run went on for a long time. Nipsey, Kendrick, you had a lot of, everybody he's named, I just want to name some of the people he hasn't said. But that was a serious run. You had acts like The Game, who was still popping at the time, because this is damn near prime Game.
Bad Luck was my favorite about the group. Then Problem took off. Another Compton
Problem.
native. Both Compton niggas,
rest
but
in
Compton
peace.
still ain't made it. By this time, J-Rock and all my life.
Hold on. Wait, is Problem past or is it Reason that's past? Hold on, my
Life hit the airwaves. We almost got into some major beef over Lil Wayne. That part I'ma leave out. There's certain things that the streets only should know about. Shout out to Nipsey, Bishop with that game. Then had a fight with Hexo. That's when I dropped C4 and had the critics mad at me because they didn't see my views. Grab the hottest album out and redo it. That's a goddamn power move, stupid, you foolish. Don't know shit about this war shit. It's more shit to wanting to be the king of the coast shit.
No, sorry. Problem is alive. I'm so sorry, yeah. Is Reason who passed? Who's the West Coast? No, Reason is alive, nigga. Who am I? I'm putting her in. Hey, cuz, don't rest in peace me while I'm in line. That's why I like, let me look that up. Who is it? There's another nigga from the West Coast he was dating a white girl. He was going crazy at this time. Damn.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. He's just nice, he's just slice like a Ginsu. Look at the
Man, they been clicking the back, come on.
life that I've been through. We the last real niggas alive, that's official. Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ. He's just nice, he's just slice like a Ginsu. Look at the life that I've been through. We the last real niggas alive, that's official.
So 2 weeks ago, I finally run into the nigga I gave my mixtape to that said he was partners with Game. The nigga finally told me what he said. He said he didn't like it. But the nigga was like, see, look at you now. Try to tell him you was tight. Nigga probably never even gave it to him and shit. Shout out to him.
No. That's not who's lying here. Kendrick, it is not your homeboy you gave the CD to. It is the gang. Obviously, you didn't want to sign him. You didn't like this shit. And it's fine. It makes perfect sense. If you look at, I know history is written by the winners, but I will tell you this. Has the game had the all of Black Wall Street was a single artist similar to Kendrick Lamar. Top Dog likes West Coast lyricists. He also likes pop stars. Nobody will ever tell me he doesn't like that because everybody he signed has been that. Everybody, there is a SZA and Doechii are from a cloth. Doechii just happens to also sort of be from the same cloth as Absol and Kendrick and all these people too. She just is both of the things that Top likes to sign. But this proves it. You don't sign, that's not the kind of artist he even looks for. I know now that he's number one, it's so easy. Oh, I was going to pick him number one. I know, but a lot of times in the draft, the gems go undrafted. Not everybody is LeBron James where we know you was going to be that nigga from day one, and that's okay. You're the one who made it weird by being a pathological liar, the game.
Everybody I forgot too. Young Bruh, Bang Loose by the Loco, Omar Cruz, Tiger Tajay, Big Steel Eastwood, K-Boy, what's up with your crippin' ass, nigga? Young Roscoe, what's up, nigga? Where you and your brother at, nigga? I wanna go toe-to-toe in a freestyle cypher, nigga. I got $10 on me, what's up, nigga? I'm broke. My nigga said.
I'm looking at all the artists that pass on the West Coast. That is awful. God. That's what comes with gangsta.
Now wave. My in-house producer, best producer on the motherfucking West Coast. Besides Terrence Martin. Yo, my two favorites, nigga. Terrence, I'm waiting on you, nigga. Nah, I've been bored.
Drop in the comments if you know who I'm talking to. This was a certified vibe check. I think we have confirmed Game is a liar. And I don't think it needed confirmation, but we did it anyway. Hit that thumbs up button. KBD family, love y'all. Salute. We out of here.